what next for crypto in 2026? Not just the billionaires. Alyse Killeen, Stillmark managing partner, says she's going to see momentum. She writes, we expect continued progress through increased M&A activity, expanded entrepreneurial innovation, and a deeper, more robust base of both retail and institutional users. She joins us now. For you, Alyse, reflecting on 2025, what was the biggest landmark move? Was it institutional adoption?
Well, 2025 was one of the most consequential years in Bitcoin's history, not because of price appreciation, but because of structural progress. And that includes policy, product, and institutional adoption. Across all of these fronts, Bitcoin moved meaningfully into the mainstream as an embedded part of the financial system. And 2026 will be able to take advantage of that foundation.
What does advantage look like?
Well, what it looks like is recent regulatory clarity and an effort by regulators and policymakers to acknowledge Bitcoin as part of the financial system and to lay the foundational groundwork in terms of policy so that the US can continue to lead both in terms of innovation, distribution, as well as institutional adoption that can provide efficiencies and gains for US-based institutions from Bitcoin, the asset, and Bitcoin technologies.
Alyse, quickly, just remind us where we are on policy, because Genius Act tick, that helped stable coins and pass through Congress. But the Clarity Act, what will that give us if indeed it does get through the Senate?
So in addition to the Genius Act passing this year, we've seen advancement of the Clarity Act. What the Clarity Act attempts to do, or aims to do, I should say, is to create a framework for Bitcoin and other digital assets that can create clarity as well as consumer protection and can offer definitions of what these digital assets are. So for example, we expect that Bitcoin will be defined as a commodity along with other decentralized assets under the purview of the CFTC. And that will help drive institutional adoption, both in terms of institutions' own interaction with Bitcoin, but also institutions' comfort with distribution of Bitcoin to their own clients.
We've got about a minute left, but your portfolio is so interesting because it's all around the Bitcoin ecosystem. A lot of it's energy focused. How is that playing into also this need for energy and power in the AI era as well?
That's right. So we began the year talking about Bitcoin and the intersection of Bitcoin with other critical trends, and that included AI and energy infrastructure. What we've seen as the year comes to an end is an acknowledgement or recognition of the opportunity at the intersection of Bitcoin and energy. We've seen this with large transactions, such as those advanced by major AI stakeholders seeking energy development and looking for a way to drive efficiencies, and especially in terms of pace of development, including through partnership with Bitcoin miners and Bitcoin mining development institutions.